Attraction, even physical and romantic attraction, is entirely based on energy, and I can prove this to you. Think back on your previous romantic connections or relationships. I can almost guarantee you've had the experience of meeting someone, not initially feeling any kind of physical or spiritual attraction to this person whatsoever. And yet, as time goes by, maybe you are platonic friends with this person, and slowly as time passes, you feel yourself feeling these almost invasive and very sudden romantic feelings for them that seem to come completely out of nowhere and cause you to become attracted to this person who is either completely not your type or who you had no initial attraction toward. Either accidentally or intentionally, this person was manifesting you, and specifically a romantic relationship with you. And I would say that 99.9% of the time, this is entirely accidental. I believe that because as human beings, as souls encapsulated in bodies here on this earth, we have an innate knowing of how to manifest the things we desire. So when it comes to love and romance, you probably recall from your childhood doodling your crush's name during class or daydreaming about your future wedding with him. And I believe that we do these things as children or young adults because this is our soul remembering how to consciously create this relationship. Because every time we daydream, every time we make those doodles of our crush's name and our name with their last name as if we're married, and all of those seemingly silly things that we do as children, what we are actually doing is directing very powerful energy through these words, through these pictures, through these visualizations. We are actually doing energy work. We are actively manifesting this connection with this person. Because you may also have had the experience of having a crush on someone very intensely when you were young, and then years later, either finding out that they reciprocated your feelings or having them become romantically interested in you later on in life. This is because you were doing the manifesting work, probably unconsciously, on this person, on this connection. And the only reason it took so long to maybe manifest, as in some cases years later, is because we tend to contradict our own intentions, which really slows down manifestation. But all of that being said, this leads me to a very interesting question. How can we tell when someone is manifesting us? Again, either consciously or unconsciously, but usually in 99% of cases, this is completely unconscious. So that's what I'm going to be getting into here in this video. But first, I just want to give a quick plug to my website, Sound and Soulful. As you can see on the screen, on this website, I have created a library of over 100 subliminals for all areas of life. Personally, I never saw results from using the law of attraction, visualization, or really any other manifestation technique until I started using subliminals. And when I did start listening to subliminals every day, I saw drastic shifts very quickly, specifically in my confidence and later on in manifesting my dream body. I lost 25 pounds using subliminals when I had had trouble doing this for years in the past. I attracted my absolute dream job. I specifically when it comes to my relationship, I was able to attract my union with my twin flame as someone who is a twin flame. And I've done so much more. It's hard to even list everything here. Subliminals are the most powerful and effective tool for manifestation I have ever come across. Personally, I use this 7 chakra clearing subliminal every single morning, and this for me has resulted in the most drastic shifts because I created this subliminal with 7 binaural beat frequencies, each resonating with a different chakra in the body, in the energy body. And in addition to this subliminal contains over 100 embedded affirmations, so the conscious mind can't hear them, and because of this, they make deep, lasting impressions on your energy, on that subconscious mind. So to learn more about this 7 chakra clearing subliminal, check the pinned comment of this video and the description box. You can try out this specific subliminal as well as any subliminal in my library completely free for 7 days when you create a trial account on my website. Okay guys, so I want to get into the top signs that someone is manifesting you. And this is as opposed to, or in contrast to, those of us who attract in our soulmate or twin flame connections or some kind of soul connection. This is very different from that. So for those of you who are twin flames, you may find that some of these signs seem to apply to you, but please understand that for twin flames, soulmates, any kind of soul connection, it's a different kind of scenario because in these cases, we're talking about soul contracts, divine intentions. We're talking about, yes, an energetically based attraction, but in these cases, it's a natural energetic attraction. It comes because our souls are part of the same soul family. Therefore, we vibrate at similar frequencies, and by the law of attraction, like attracts like. So we attract these soulmates and soul connections into our lives. So I just wanted to make a quick note of that because I know that many of you come to my channel for twin flame and soulmate content specifically. And I want you to set aside that connection just for now within this video and focus solely upon anyone in your life who you feel as though you may have experienced some of these strange signs without that soul connection tying you together. These are the times where we don't feel that initial deep level attraction to this person. Which, remember, with our soul connections, we do feel this initial, very strong pull to them, both the platonic soulmates we have and the romantic ones. The difference is when someone is manifesting us, but they aren't a soul connection, we will feel no initial pull to them, no initial attraction until they start doing this kind of energy work, usually when we're not around and usually unconsciously. And then over time, we will begin to feel this strange, unexplainable attraction to them. Whereas with soul connections, this attraction starts when we first see them. I mean, we are just pulled across the room to our soul connections. And that is the key difference to keep in mind here. Okay, so the first sign that someone is manifesting you, and this specifically applies to someone that you not only aren't attracted to, but you're actually repulsed by. So someone that you really feel a disdain for, a dislike for, who is really not your type, who you really aren't attracted to. If you really do not want a relationship with this person, and they are manifesting you, you will find yourself thinking about them, but feeling very chaotic after thinking about them. The thoughts of them will feel almost intrusive and they will leave you feeling very exhausted. Some people may call these others who are manifesting them, in some cases, energetic vampires, where it feels as though they're just consuming your energy without giving anything back. There is nothing healing or uplifting about this connection because, again, you specifically in this case do not want on a soul level or on any level a relationship with this person, and yet they keep re-entering your mind, and it will feel as though these thoughts are almost invasive and yet you can't shake them, and it'll cause you to feel confused, to feel mentally chaotic, to feel as though you can't focus on anything else but this person. And part of why this happens is because on some level, you actually are trying to figure out, why am I thinking about this person when I know I'm not attracted to them? I know I'm not interested in them, but they keep coming back into my head. So part of it is that confusion and then you fighting against these thoughts that are causing you to just feel exhausted and chaotic. So that is sign number 1. The second sign someone is manifesting you is sometimes you can just feel them stuck in your energy field. Now, I do want to say that I know within soul connections, we can also feel someone in our energy, but that's not what I'm talking about here. This isn't just you feeling the presence of this person in your energy. This is almost you feeling as though they are stuck there. Again, this is specifically talking to people who are not interested or attracted to this other person, and you may feel this kind of heaviness, feel as though their energy is on you or observing you or watching you. And this is you picking up on that person thinking of you. Because when someone is thinking of us, they are radiating this powerful energy in the form of thought toward us. And as energetically sensitive people, we are capable of picking up on this in different ways. So one way, like in sign number 1, is just thinking about them over and over. But in this sign number 2, sometimes these energetic sensations coming from this person as they think about us can actually manifest in the form of very physical feelings. We can feel a tightness, a heaviness in certain parts of our body. Like, for example, this is kind of a weird example. It's non-romantic, but many people who have a very overbearing parent, like let's say your mother is very controlling or manipulative, and she is constantly thinking about you, thinking of how she wants your life to be different, thinking about you over and over in this kind of stressed out, intense way. Many people will say that in these cases, they can feel this like tightness in their neck and shoulders, and then they instantly think of their mother. And this is them actually picking up on that thought energy from their mother as she thinks about them. And then they are manifesting it through the physical body. So this can happen with a person who is manifesting you romantically as well. This bodily kind of manifestation can also happen in you being physically attracted to this person on a very visceral, primal, physical level without feeling any actual emotional or really any conscious physical attraction to them. And I know this sounds strange, but you will feel and tell yourself in your mind and really feel as though you are not physically attracted to this person, but then you will feel these sensations of physical attraction in your body that are associated to them. And this may especially happen in the presence of this person. And what is actually happening here is you are picking up on this person's feeling of attraction toward you, and you are sympathetically feeling those attraction vibrations in your own energy body. And then, of course, because the energy body is connected to the physical body, you are then feeling attracted in your physical body. And again, this will likely leave you feeling very confused. And I should also note that those of you who are empaths will be highly, highly susceptible to this. In fact, if you are an empath, I can almost guarantee you have had experiences where you wondered if you were attracted to someone, but you were actually just picking up on their attraction to you. And this can be very exhausting. So we can talk about energetic boundaries in another video, but having those kind of boundaries, if you are not interested in this person, if you do not want to feel these sensations, those boundaries become very important to your own well-being, sanity, and moving forward on your daily goals and soul intentions for yourself. So the third sign that someone is manifesting you, and really the most obvious sign that we already kind of touched on, is they just keep coming back into your mind over and over again. Distance does not matter here. You could be across the world from this person, but if they are thinking about you very intensely, very lovingly, very romantically, you will pick up on this energy. Now, sometimes this will be in the form of pure thoughts about them. So simply wondering how they are, wondering if you should reach out, which is another sign I didn't even include in this video. But if you find yourself thinking about this person to the point of almost being motivated into action, like I should call them, I should text them, and you really had no desire to contact or communicate with this person for months and months, this could be a clear sign they are actually manifesting that communication out of you. And the fourth sign someone is manifesting you is that you dream of them often, and specifically this applies when you aren't consciously thinking of them throughout the day. Now, the reason this specific sign occurs is because as we sleep, our conscious mind is completely dormant. So this is when our subconscious mind is completely open and receptive to all kinds of vibrations, all kinds of energy. And oftentimes we process this energy we are receiving through our dreams. This is why some people receive predictive visions through their dreams, and why others are able to receive what we would call telepathic communication from others through dreams, which in this case, I guess it is sort of a form of telepathy. Through your dreams, you may see images of this person, you may dream of interacting with this person, and this could be really confusing to you, especially if you don't consciously think of this person throughout the day. So you really have no basis of understanding for why am I continuously dreaming about this person? And the reason is, as you sleep, your conscious mind is out of the way and your subconscious mind is receiving all of this intense energy from this person that they are actually radiating to you all the time. It's just that the conscious mind is like a wall, blocking out the majority of these energies that we receive. And this is just, of course, to allow us to function, to focus on a day-to-day basis. Because if we received openly all of this information all day long, we would be so overwhelmed. But as you sleep, more of that energy is able to come through and you are able to interpret it in a more noticeable, recognizable way. And finally, the fifth sign someone is manifesting you, which is really a sign that is the most abstract and yet the most important to tap into here. And this is your intuition is telling you. I always say that the intuition is the compass of the soul. Your intuition is always guiding you along your soul's purpose. We always intuitively know when we meet someone who is a soul connection, when we meet someone who we genuinely feel a kind of soul level attraction toward, we know. And when someone is heavily thinking about us, trying to attract us into their lives, trying to maybe get something out of us, as energetically sensitive people and empaths, as many of you listening are, we are also capable of picking up on these kinds of energies and being able to distinguish them from those soul connections and from those authentic connections. Connections that our own soul intended. You will be able to sort this out when you tune into your own intuition, but specifically as you hone in these sensitivities. The reason that many of us struggle to distinguish between our own feelings of attraction and others' feelings of attraction toward us is because we never take the time to truly clear away all of these energy blocks stuck in our energy field and get down to the root, to the core of our being. We must live from this inner core, from this core of ourselves. And this is truly a daily practice. I always say, tune into yourself before tuning out into the world. So meditation is a wonderful tool for both protecting yourself against energies from others that you don't want to receive, as well as learning how to become a powerful radiator of energy to more purely and intensely focus your own powerful energy toward the things, the people, the relationships, the experiences that you desire to manifest in your life. I hope this video was helpful for you in figuring out whether or not a certain person is manifesting you into their life. If you did enjoy the video, please subscribe to this channel, join our community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again in the next podcast.